I'm gonna be talking about my collection of pencils. Not just any pencils, call them what you will. Mechanical pencils, drafting pencils, technical pencils. I like mechanical. Mech pencils. Can we say mech pencils? I don't know, you tell me. So here is my assortment of pencils. Mechanical pencils have always been kind of my jam. I like the way they work. I like that they're all different. I've had them, I've lost them, I've had them and I've lost them. End of list. Some people go for an actual wooden pencil before anything. I don't want to sharpen anything. I want to click and go. Then they say, then why don't you go pen? Well, I don't want to go pen. I want to be able to erase. Why are you investigating my life? I don't come to your house and watch a video of you and criticize the way you chop onions. This is my collection of at-the-ready pencils. Let's start here. This is a Pentel pencil. What I think is different about this is that the whole this whole section here is what clicks down. It's kind of top heavy for me because of this giant thing. This is like my go-to at work pencil. This is the pencil that I use actually at my job. It reminds me of an old school yellow pencil. It's got the pink eraser. It is one of these twist bottom ones, which is not my favorite sort of vehicle for lead distribution. I'm being so technical. This Papermate, they're the only ones that do this. What I do like about this is that with the clicky ones, you usually get like click, click, and then it's like click, and there's like this giant piece of lead, and you've only clicked it 1 or 2 times. This you can really, like, you know, fine tune how much lead. I don't even know if that's picking up, but this you can really fine tune how much lead you put in and put out. Something that, you know, can be tossed around, can be dropped on the floor, it's all plastic. You know, I don't really mind this getting too banged up and messed up. That is that one. Interesting thing about this, it was just December and whatnot at work, and a friend of mine was my Secret Santa and got me a whole set of these in different colors. I didn't even know that they made this pencil in all these different colors, but this is this same Papermate, except that it comes in a rainbow of colors. Thanks so much, Rainy, I think is her name. That's right. I don't remember. I don't really remember. She's not that important at work at all, so it doesn't really matter. I'm kidding. What's up, Rainy? And hi, Kylie. And look, you're famous now. You got mentioned on YouTube. That's an inside joke. Don't worry about it. All right, just let it ride. Let it ride. I have this pencil. It's another Papermate. It's another Papermate pencil. These two are made by the same company. Clickster. And what I find cool about this one that's really sort of weird is that the click mechanism is up here at the front. You see it right here at the front to get more lead out. And I thought that maybe that was like weird, a weird positioning for it, but I realized that when I do write like that, and if I need a little more lead, bang, 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 there it is. This is kind of a cool design, you know? Super light, all plastic. These are all on the low end of the scale. So I do have it in my collection because of this little clicky mechanism here at the front. Never really seen it before. Moving on up, we go to a sort of half plastic, half metal situation going on here. This is a Casemate mechanical pencil with the name that I like. This is another sort of daily driver. This is one that I can sort of throw around. This is still on the inexpensive side. You can find this anywhere, any sort of, anywhere they sell these kinds of things. But what I do love about this is the lightness of it. It's got good weight to it. And I know all this stuff is like, bro, it's just a pencil, bro. What are you talking about, bro? And I'm like, but there's a difference. Like, this feels slightly too heavy at the top. Like, it feels like, ugh. But I like the mechanism. This one feels really good. Weight distribution is important. These are all weighted really well, really balanced. I'm sure if we wanted to do a weight test, like this was a sword or a knife, they'd be right in the middle. This one, really good weight distribution. And fittingly enough, it's right in the middle of my section. And I know you're gonna say, no, it's not in the middle. And don't correct me. It's in the middle. I'm saving one as a surprise. Don't ruin the surprise. when I'm on the move, these two go with me right here. This notebook and this pencil on the move, when I'm on the move, because I don't really worry about this too much. Next up is this drafting pencil. This is a Koh-i-Noor. This is a beautiful little claw grip here in the front. If you see that mechanism here, I'll try to give you a good little view of that. The difference between these is that the graphite in these are much thicker than any of these other ones that you've seen. It's almost the same thickness of a graphite of an actual pencil. These wear down into a round tip. They're good for drawing and whatnot. Good weight distribution on this. Love the metal, love the knurling on this. Great, great, great. But these, they don't click and move forward. This is the kind of pencil where you have to decide where you want. You open up your claws and decide where you want it. You never want it that far. This is my first foray into the sort of claw grip drafting pencil. Now this was my favorite pencil up until very recently. It's a Pentel GraphGear 500. From this point out is when these mechanical pencils start to get expensive. You can get really nice ones where these tips go all the way inside so that you can carry this in a pocket, and it sort of collapses down to this, so nothing gets bent or broken, even though these are very sturdy in design. Now this is the pencil that I use along with my notebook when I'm home. This one does not travel. This one stays here at home. If you go back to all my videos, you've seen this in these videos because this pencil never leaves this desk. It's always around here somewhere. I keep it as an element in my thumbnails. It's always in the top down. It's always moving around this desk somewhere. It's always somewhere around here, just like my 1, 2, 3 blocks. This never leaves the desk. Now, a couple honorable mentions before I get to my crown jewel. These I found by chance one day, and I love these pencils. They're pretty much meant to be disposable. They look and feel like an actual pencil. They're actually hex design. They've got the little number 2 on here. They've got a big old eraser right here. But check it out. Look, for all intents and purposes, this looks like a pencil. This actually really travels well in the pocket, just saying. But, ta-da! It is a lead pencil. I used to have one of these with me wherever I went when I was in New York. I used to draw a lot and always had one of these. And you can see form factor is much smaller than any other one of these. Another honorable mention. I don't know how long I've had this pencil, but I will tell you it is probably around 20 years old. Maybe more. I want to say I got this when I was in middle school, so this could very well be maybe 25 years old. I'm only 26, so I got this when I was 1 year old. I'm kidding. I included this because this is one of these, it's not technically a mechanical pencil, but it's not an actual real pencil. It is one of these switch around thingies where you pull this from the front, you go around the back, it's got a little hole in here, and you push this forward. And this pencil is full of these little tiny little plastic bits with a lead, with a graphite that looks like this when it's, you know, fresh and new, and there it is. Now, everyone, for my crown jewel, this came to me care of my gorgeous and brilliant wife this past holiday season. Move those out of the way. It's the YStudio Brassing Sketching Pencil. This is my crown jewel. Comes with a piece of sandpaper. There's YStudio's little manual. And look at this beautiful piece of design and engineering. Full hex, full mechanical drafting pencil, all fully brass machined. Now, the interesting thing about this, and I don't know if you could tell, but this is a pencil that does ship all black. And I did use the sandpaper to slightly, I don't know if you can get that, to slightly take off the black from the tip and expose the brass, just because I wanted to see what it's like. It does ship with a piece of sandpaper so that one can then scratch. I'm not going to do it on camera here, but I probably will do a little bit. So it sort of has a weathered look. It also, over time, should pick up some brassing from everyday wear and tear and use. 2mm graphite, back of it comes off here. So this serves as a sharpening device here. You see. Beautiful, elegant. This is gonna last a lifetime. I think I'm probably later on going to do a full review of this after I get a little bit of time with it. Also, I want to do some weathering on it. Maybe I'll share that with you guys. Now, one last thing. These things wouldn't be anything without what I call a lead pencil eraser. That's also kind of mechanical. A click eraser. They go hand in hand, don't they? All of these. Anyway, that is the video for today. Thanks so much. If you found this boring, I don't care. I don't. I liked it. Thank you very much for watching. Roll the thing!